Welcome back to Shoulder Challenge Month. We're on week 2, day 9. Today we're going to be going over shoulder internal, external rotation. Now the reason why we want to go over internal, external rotation is more so the signaling mechanism of the nerves to the joints. If there's any problem with any joint, it's going to cause overlying muscle tightness. So what I mean by that is, right here we have a typical shoulder. Let me take a few layers off. What we're targeting right now is a lot of white, more deep connective tissue. So if I add a layer on, look and see how the muscles are going down in different directions, more upwards and off to the side. Okay, now let's look at the direction of these tissues, deeper structures of like the joint capsule. Those are going in the opposite direction, and they're also much the same with the rotator cuff muscles. So we're going to be attacking and rehabbing some of those tissues today. Now let me take off some more layers. These are the areas we want to look to address. Okay, now let me move this down to the side and slide this up. Okay, so today we want to start with internal external rotation. Now when we do this, we want to make sure we bleed muscle contraction energy into these structures as you see below. So what we want to do is hold different internal external rotation positional holds for periods of time. We're going to start with 10-20 seconds. In the video I have 10 seconds. I want you to ramp that up ideally to a minute long. Okay, that's going to be the goal. So I'll start playing this video here. We're going to start internal and then external rotation. We can also, and this is a nice little side view so you can see, you want to make sure the elbow is in line with the shoulder so you get a true normal. You can also, I'll pause it, come inwards. Inwards is going to almost take the bicep tendon muscle completely out of it, and it's going to force all the rotation into the shoulder. Okay, so we'll play this again or continue on, and you can do positional holds inwards and outwards. Okay, now this next one is if we straighten the arm completely and just get a little bit of elbow bend. Okay, that's bleeding energy also into the shoulder, but then it's forcing lengthening of the bicep tricep tendon, which then also bleed more energy into the forearms, into the upper arm, and also the shoulder. So if you want just straight shoulder without influence for the bicep, if you have an old injury, then we can come here. If you want more whole arm completely straight, slightly bend, and then you can rotate your arm inwards and outwards. Okay, get a little bit more movement that way. Again, we want to go both sides with this. Let's go back to the video. This will be an awesome little training guide. Now, as we bring the arm forward, we want to make sure we separate and break apart the tension from the upper arm and the shoulder blade. Okay, if you look at the bottom of the screen, will connect due to muscle contracture. So again, we want to bring arm into internal rotation and then ideally external rotation. But for most people, you're going to force to have your arm come outwards. So by holding it, you'll force a little bit more external rotation. Okay, and then we have the other side as well. So as that video is going, we want to hold each position at anywhere starting off at least 20 seconds, okay? And then you can go 20 seconds inwards, and then 20 seconds with the arm almost completely straight outwards, okay? Then same thing to external rotation, okay? 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Squeeze the shoulder blade together, come across the side, 20 seconds, you can come inwards and rotate a little bit more, 20 seconds, and arm outwards, 20 seconds, okay? But when you do arm coming across the body, again, we want to make sure we break apart the tension from the upper arm and the shoulder blade. So that's going to involve bringing your shoulder blades together. And again, 20 seconds, holding, 20 seconds in, and then extend. So this is going to test your limits. Ideally, if you start fatiguing out, you can switch one arm and then go to the other. Or you can go internal 20 seconds, external 20 seconds, and go back and forth from internal to external rotation. Again, you're going to start feeling this in the shoulders. You can do this throughout your everyday life. And a lot of the purpose is going back to the signaling mechanism of how the nervous system fires from the joints to the brain, so you don't have the guarding tension tightness. Now, if you feel sharp pain when you come inwards, back off the angle, hold, and then try to put a contraction right before you have muscle pain, discomfort, or sharp pain. Okay, same thing. Let's say, sharp pain here, diminished angle, not too bad. Then maybe come up to a table or a wall of some sort, ideally table. Hold that there and then try to put pressure again for about 10 to 20 seconds at a mid to low level of intensity. And then you can do the same thing into external rotation. Now, if we have pain externally rotating, diminish the angle, come up to a wall. If this was the wall, and try to put pressure backwards, okay? Low level intensity for about 20 seconds, and we want to build up that time. Now, this is something that, yes, it's the challenge for today. You can do this multiple times throughout today, but you might want to keep this in your arsenal for later on down the road. This will also be very, very perfect for any rehab of the shoulders, any warm-ups for shoulder workouts. You can even go and do banded work by holding a band, and then you can alter the speed as you go through. And this doesn't have to be straight out to the side. It can also be at a 45-degree angle. It can also be down to your side as you turn in and out. It can be arm backwards, inwards, outwards. I'm showing two main ones here and here, but if we want to get more involvement, bring arm back, turn in, and then turn out, okay? So there's a variation. Remember, this is a ball and socket joint. There's many different ways you can move the arm, but we want to start with rotational movement first. So that's the game plan today, both inwards, outwards. You can also do arm closer to your body, internal rotation, external rotation, and slightly unbent, internal, external rotation. Same thing across your body. Okay? We want to go through that at least 20-second holds for each one, both arms. That is the challenge for today. This might be challenging for a few people, but this is perfect if it is. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.